The Nightbeat starts right now.
Another bitterly cold night. Local utility companies again issuing reminders to take precautions to protect pipes. The tips they're offering to help you save money in the long run.
And a number of holiday travelers taking to the highways tonight to get home by Christmas. How they feel about their decision to get behind the wheel during this last-minute holiday travel rush.
And more pets going into shelters, but in Bernie, pets are also finding new, loving homes. We're going to tell you what the city is doing to get pets into forever homes. But first, now that the sun's down, temperatures are dipping back into the low 20s tonight. But here's the thing, the thermometer hasn't really moved that much.
Yeah, that's right. We struggled to get out of the low 30s today, and now we're in for a second night here in San Antonio. The surrounding areas dealing with another blast of Arctic cold. Weather authority Mia Montgomery is here with the latest on what we can expect for Christmas Eve.
Yeah, absolutely. As we head into the upcoming holiday weekend, we've still got some hard freezes in store tonight and into tomorrow night. But the good news is we'll find sunshine each day. That's going to help those afternoon highs climb above that freezing threshold. But of course, this all follows the cold start that we found out there earlier this morning following that Arctic cold front that moved into south central Texas yesterday. Take a look at these morning lows. We woke up in the upper teens, low 20s across the central and southern portions of the region. Rock Springs, though, woke up to a single-digit temperature earlier this morning of 9 degrees. Here in San Antonio, the official thermometer over at the airport dropped down to 16 degrees, but actually ties 1990 and 1983 for the second coldest morning low that we've ever experienced on a December 23rd that we have on record. Those records go back to the mid-1880s. And of course, we are in store for another cold night. 27 degrees, the official temperature here this 10 p.m. hour. Notice our winds not as gusty as what we saw this time last night and earlier this morning. So that's the good news. Those wind chills are not going to be as low tomorrow morning as what we did find out there earlier today. But still, hard freeze expected tomorrow morning and into Christmas Day. Into the afternoons, tomorrow will warm to about 40, near 50 on Sunday, and then that warming trend will continue into next week. We'll break it all down and get you all the details coming up here in just a few, guys.
All right. Thank you, Mia. Now, San Antonio Water System says that so far the infrastructure is holding up to Old Man Winter's bitter cold grip, but it says it got more than 1,000 calls from customers today saying that their pipes froze. Now, the thing is that we have to get through the next few days before things finally warm up. SAWS wants to remind everyone, if you haven't already, to keep water moving in your pipes. At least one faucet inside your house needs to have a slow drip going like what you just saw. And if you have pipes on an outside wall that are hidden inside a cabinet, you should open the cabinets to let warm air circulate around the pipes. Also, make sure that you wrap your outside pipes and turn off your sprinkler system.
Meanwhile, folks in the Bandera Electric Cooperative are hoping the heat stays on tonight after experiencing rolling outages early this morning. An equipment failure at the Medina Lake substation this morning caused outages to about 1,400 homes from Medina Lake up through parts of Bandera and Kendall County. When the co-op tried moving those customers over to a different substation, it overloaded the system.
They didn't fail. They did what they're supposed to do by, having protective settings in place. And then we did have to rotate outages to be able to rebalance and reset that equipment.
Now, it took the co-op about 12 hours to finally restore power to all those who were impacted.
So that's a really good reminder that if you lose power or you need a place to escape this cold weather, there are 7 warming centers that are open across the city and county. And if you need any transportation, VIA is offering free rides to anybody. Just remember to bring your own medications, clothes, and supplies. And while we're at it, the city of Bernie also has a warming center that's going to be open until Monday. It's at the Patrick Heath Public Library. And we have all that information for you on KSAT.com.
And tonight, CPS Energy offering its customers some suggestions to help keep their bill manageable. For those who can, they're suggesting that you keep your thermostat at 68 degrees, but they stress do not turn off the heat because you don't want your pipes to freeze. If you have ceiling fans, make sure those blades are going in a clockwise pattern to push heat down into the room. And for those of you who have electric vehicles, they suggest charging them up during the day to avoid the overnight high demand period. For more energy saving tips, you can visit cpsenergy.com/tips.
So a lot of people said no to planes and trains for Christmas travel. Instead, they're driving. Thousands are hitting the road tonight and tomorrow. As you can imagine, I-35 is packed tonight. Now, we traveled all the way up to New Braunfels and caught up with people who are driving to their destinations.
Traffic in Dallas was heavy, Waco was heavy, Austin was heavy, but I finally made it.
Not crazy at all. Beautiful roads, just cold weather, no rain, beautiful dry weather.
Plan out your trip, make sure that like potential stops and things like that, and just have plenty of time for unexpected things to come out.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everyone.
And with the temperatures as cold as they are, the last thing you want to be dealing with is a vehicle that's causing you some trouble. Before hitting the road, here's the winter checklist you probably want to go over. The owner of O'Brien's Automotive says make sure your battery is good to go. You can have your battery checked to see if it is able to handle the cold temperatures. And they also say use a good antifreeze. She says never put water in the system and use wiper fluid that's specially designed not to freeze. Something else, don't just jump in your car and try to take off. It's important to let your vehicle warm up.
It is important to let your vehicle run about 1.5 minutes in the very cold weather, because you do need everything to warm up and you need all those fluids to start running properly in the vehicle.
Also, keep an eye on your tire pressure. Make sure that they are properly inflated. If you have that warning light come on, she says probably a good idea to check your pressure.
Now, here's something else that you may want to know if you're on the road and you have any car trouble. The HERO program is offering motorists roadside assistance. Now, HERO stands for Highway Emergency Response Operation. It's a free roadside assistance initiative from TxDOT. It can help you if you need gas, get your battery jumped, or if you get a flat tire. HERO covers 239 miles of highway within the greater San Antonio area, and the number to call is on your screen. Hopefully it's easy for you to remember. It's 210-732-HERO.
Take a look at other headlines tonight. San Antonio firefighters called out into the cold to battle several fires around the city. This one in the 1300 block of Rivas Street. Fire crews called out to that home around 7 o'clock tonight. The flames overtaking the home. Crews initially believed someone may have been inside that home, but that person was able to get out and was found okay. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. And this fire broke out just before 7 in the 1000 block of Fulton off of I-10 when firefighters arrived at this one. The home and smoke the home already on fire, the smoke in the air. They had 17 units respond to that call. The fire was contained to the rear area and chimney. So far, there are no reports of any injuries.
You know, you think that we have it bad, but more than half of the nation is under wind chill alerts as an historic storm hits much of the U.S. We're talking from coast to coast. Millions are dealing with extremely cold weather, and more than 1 million people have lost power. Yeah, that Arctic chill already turning deadly. CNN's Mike Valerio has a closer look at the dangerous conditions people are facing this Christmas weekend.
A nightmare storm just days before Christmas has now turned deadly as a historic Arctic blast sweeps across the U.S., causing severe weather and dangerous travel conditions only days before the holiday.
It's dangerously cold. I mean, I would advise anyone, if you don't have to be out, don't go out.
From the East Coast to the U.S.-Mexico border and all the way to the Pacific Northwest, millions are experiencing below freezing temperatures, life-threatening wind chills, and damaging winds knocking out power to more than 1 million customers nationwide.
It is not safe for anyone to be outdoors.
In Kentucky, the governor's office confirming 3 people have died as a result of this storm. And in parts of New England, the storm system causing heavy flooding, the freezing temperatures forcing the FAA to issue ground stops at several airports. There were more than 5,000 flight cancellations on Friday.
I think it's going to be fine.
It's been changing by the minute.
It's just part. It was going to be a long trip, and now it's just part of the adventure to get there.
The Arctic outbreak disrupting travel just as millions fly or drive for the holidays. Some states are urging people to stay off the roads due to blizzard conditions and icy roadways.
It's really hard to find where the worst weather is. It's just about everywhere from coast to coast.
Meteorologists say the severe cold will stick around through the Christmas weekend, making it the coldest holiday in roughly 4 decades for millions. I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Coming up, pets and libraries. Yes, you heard that right. And Bernie, it's a thing. What the city is doing to save animals. The unforgettable story up next.
And it's something that you won't be able to do as easily in Texas this holiday. We're talking about fishing. Some areas along the Texas coast aren't allowing you to do that, but there is a way to work around that. We'll tell you how coming up.
This SA Salutes holiday greeting is brought to you by Gomez Law Firm.
My name is Joseph Gomez with the Gomez Law Firm. This is my wife Lauren and my two sons Jordan and JB. On behalf of everyone here, we'd like to wish our armed forces and veterans a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Now, plans to head to the Texas coastline for saltwater fishing hitting a snag tonight. Texas Parks and Wildlife is temporarily closing parts of the coastline this weekend because of freezing weather conditions. Sorry. Now, at the stroke of midnight, multiple coastal fishing spots will officially close. The agency says that a hard freeze can kill game fish in shallow bay areas, and fish that survive the cold temperatures tend to congregate in a few deeper areas where they become sluggish and prone to capture. So again, this closure is temporary. Texas Parks and Wildlife is going to notify the public when fishing may resume. But here's the thing. Some saltwater fishing areas are still going to be open. To find out which ones are, you can head to our website, KSAT.com. Just click on the story.
Bernie city workers are celebrating. Their plan to get more eyes on shelter animals in need of homes is proving more successful than expected. Their initial goal of having 2 cats adopted was surpassed when 7 cats were adopted from the Bernie Library since September. The Night Team's Patty Santos tells us who else is helping the shelter keep their numbers low.
Willa sits at the Bernie Library waiting to be noticed.
This one in particular is very affectionate, like the most affectionate cat I've ever known.
She's part of a new program by city staff trying to get shelter animals more visibility and increase their chances of finding a home.
We have about anywhere from 460 to 500 people a day in the building. So it was an opportunity for us to really be able to advertise these animals and get them adopted.
The partnership between the Bernie Animal Care Services and city departments is a success. At City Hall, dogs like Rufus are finding new families with those paying their utility bills.
Utilities, customer service, finance have 11 dogs so far. The library, I believe, has 7, and even the police department have 3 so far. So I call that a win-win for everyone.
The cats hang out in the library office. Librarians help talk them up and look after them. It even helps relieve office stress.
I think everybody should have an office pet. I really do.
The new program helps keep shelter numbers low in a time when pet surrenders are high.
This last fiscal year, we took in 685 animals. That's over a 35% increase from the year before.
Hopefully, by the time Willa makes her TV debut, she's in a new home.
What I've learned, I think what I've learned is that it's so much easier than you think it could be to do a program like this.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Okay, now we're going to give you a live look outside. Okay, there you go. Well, you see some lights there. Yes, nice Christmas lights out there tonight for Christmas Eve. 27 degrees.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Feels very much like winter out there tonight. Probably too much like winter. Yes, it has been a cold day across South Central Texas. Again, earlier this morning, we started off in the teens and low 20s. This afternoon, some of us struggled to climb above that 32-degree freezing mark. And of course, when you factored in the gusty north winds that we had on hand, that made it feel even colder. Earlier this morning, the wind chill values, what it feels like to your body when you step outside, we're actually in the single digits and in some spots even below 0. And that is all thanks to these peak wind gusts that we had across the region earlier today. 31 mile per hour peak wind gusts clocked in over at San Antonio International. Same over in Hondo. New Braunfels clocking in a peak wind gust of 38 miles per hour earlier today as well. Now here's the good news. Those winds have dramatically calm down tonight. So that is going to help out that wind chill factor when we head into the overnight hours and especially by wake up time tomorrow. Let's talk temperatures because you can see pretty much all of us already once again below freezing. 27 in San Antonio over at the airport, 24 in Bulverde. It's 25 in Rio Medina right now, as well as Bandera, 29 at Stinson on the south side of the county. And as we continue to see these temperatures fall through the overnight hours, that hard freeze once again sticks with us. Wake up time tomorrow morning, we are in the teens, low 20s, 21 in Floresville, 20 in Seguin, 15 in Bandera and Kerrville, 19 in Hondo, 17 is that wake up temperature in Sabinal. So we will want to protect the 4 Ps yet again: people, pets, plants, and pipes. Here's the good news. We're going to see more sunshine yet again tomorrow. That was something that I'm glad we were able to find out there today. We'll see more blue skies as we head into our Christmas Eve activities. That's going to help those temperatures warm even more so tomorrow afternoon compared to what we saw earlier this afternoon. So here in town, we're at about 39 by 2 p.m. Afternoon highs, upper 30s, low 40s in and around San Antonio, around 41 officially here in town, 41 in Rio Medina, 41 in Poteet over there in northern Atascosa County. So a little bit better than what we saw out there earlier this afternoon. Also good news, across the majority of the Lone Star State, we likely will see more sunshine. So if you are stepping out for any traveling plans across Texas, we'll give you the green light for that traveling forecast. No issues out there on area roadways for the most part here locally. But again, as we head into tomorrow night, another hard freeze expected. But other than the cold, no big issues for Santa and his reindeer as he comes into town. And then as we head into our Christmas Day on Sunday, more sunshine and those afternoon temperatures continue on that warming trend. We're closer to about 50 for that daytime high on Sunday. These are your morning lows heading into next week. Another freeze is expected Monday morning, but then that warming trend really takes place. We crawl our way out of the 30s into the 40s by Wednesday morning. And check out those afternoon highs, very typical Texas fashion. Already seeing those rise into the low 60s by Tuesday and then into the 70s as we head into the second half of next week.
Let's just try to make the best of this. All right, thank you.
All right, Greg, the Spurs failed to conjure up enough points to beat the Magic.
Yeah, it was a tough game. In fact, Orlando was shooting lights out in that first quarter, like 71%, 60% in the first half here. But the good news for the Spurs, they're on their way home as we speak. They're on their plane. They will not have to play on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but they did have to play tonight. Not a good outcome. Got the highlights for you when we come back. And why the owner of the Dallas Cowboys is ordered to take a paternity test. Coming up. Always nice to see Keldon Johnson back in the lineup as the Spurs face the Magic in Orlando tonight to wrap up their 3-game road trip. Johnson got right to work to put San Antonio on the board first. He had 5 in the first quarter. Trey Jones was able to lead the Spurs with 7 points in the first as well with a floater by the free throw line, but the Magic led 34-28 after 1 after shooting 71%. Second quarter, here comes the Spurs. One's down 8, but Jakob Poeltl slams it down to tie it at 42. Then Johnson nails a 3-ball. Spurs go up by 6 points. Check out this baseline drive to the bucket for Jeremy Sohan. For the slam, Spurs led by 9 points at one point, but were tied at 61 at the break. Keldon Johnson led the Spurs with 13 at halftime. Third quarter now, cue up Devin Vassell. First he gets the steal and is all alone to go in for the dunk to put the Spurs up by 4 points. Vassell adds the drive to the bucket next, then the pull-up jumper. He had 6 in the quarter. But it was the Magic who led 94-89 after 3. Fourth quarter now. Magic blow this wide open very quickly. Cole Anthony with the 3. He had 23 off the bench. Then Mo Bamba had the 3 straight threes in 51 seconds. Before you know it, it's Orlando up by 26 points. They go on to take this 133-113. Orlando outscored San Antonio 39-24 in the fourth quarter. The Spurs now lost 4 of their last 5 games.
Getting open threes, and they weren't missing those tonight. I think they shot over 30% over 50% from 3. It never helps, but we were giving them wide open looks, and so definitely made it a lot easier for them.
All right, they get a couple of days off to celebrate Christmas and the holidays, and is again back to work against the Utah Jazz Monday at 7.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
Dallas Cowboys started the week off as 6-point underdogs against the Philadelphia Eagles on Saturday, Christmas Eve. But after it was announced yesterday, the Eagles will be without their star quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Now the Cowboys have been installed as 4.5-point favorites tomorrow. Hurts tried to give it a go, but after having his throwing shoulder slammed into the turf by Travis Gibson in the third quarter, the Eagles' 25-20 win over the Bears, it just wasn't a good idea to risk further injury this week. That's a huge setback when you consider the Eagles are playing for the NFC East title and home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs with a win. Going into this game, Dak Prescott is 7-3 against the Eagles, 26-6 against division opponents. What does that say to Prescott going into the showdown tomorrow?
That just shows when you play a team that you're familiar with. Obviously, playing teams twice a year obviously helps, and we're familiar with this team. So, as you said, it's a division game. All the past stats, all the numbers, statistics up to this point in the season, none of that stuff matters. It's about who comes out there, who's more physical, who's focused, and who gets the job better, who gets the job done better in those 60 minutes. So, excited for it.
A judge has ordered Cowboys owner Jerry Jones to take a paternity test as part of a legal dispute with a 26-year-old woman who claims the billionaire is her biological father. Alexandra Davis claims she was conceived from a relationship Jones had with her mother back in the mid-1990s. She is asking the judge to void a legal agreement her mother made with Jones in 1998 that he would support them financially as long as they did not go public. National Early Signing Day continues, and how the Roadrunners landed a 4-star recruit. Next. National Early Signing Day continued today at Judson High School, where 3 student football athletes signed their letters of intent on where they will play college football, taking place in the main gym on the Rocket campus. Defensive lineman Johnny Bowen put pen to paper as he heads off to Oregon. Big tight end Gavin Harris, at 6'3", 210 pounds, decided the Ivy League will be best for him at Princeton, and wide receiver Anthony Evans, the third, is headed to Georgia. How about that?
Hey man, I can't turn down this opportunity, and sure, they winning, so. I feel me, and I can come in and make an immediate impact. Shoot, I just came down. I actually flew back in last night from Georgia. I practiced all week, and, I balled out, so, I'm no looking back.
I started off with the Cornell offer, and I was like, okay, this is Ivy League. I can really do this. So I kept getting into it, and I took an official visit up to Princeton, and it just felt like home.
Like, all the coaches out there is like family out there. Like, some of the coaches from A&M went to Oregon, so, like, it was a no-brainer.
16 of the UTSA 22 early signees for the 2023 recruiting class at UTSA will enroll next month. That's according to head coach Jeff Traylor. That class includes the highest-rated recruit ever landed by UTSA, according to 24/7 Sports, and Daniel Ogundimpe, who is a 4-star recruit and transfer from Iowa Central Community College as number 6 junior college player. How did the Roadrunners, who don't have a recruiting staff, get that done?
Very flexible, really good athlete, got a lot of upside. Promises mom I'd take care of him, so that's how we got it done. And a lot of recruiting. It's a lot of work. Matt Maddox, Kurt Traylor, Tyler Preston, Colton Traylor, just tireless. And my staff, and Hunter Ritterman, who's our head of recruiting, who took over for Joe Price from the last 2 years, did an amazing job of organizing us and just staying at it.
He promised his mom he's going to take care of him, so here we go.
Let's go, Coach.
You got it.
Thanks, Greg.
And we'll be right back after this.
Texas Parks and Wildlife helping you celebrate the holidays off the beaten path. Multiple Texas state parks are hosting events before Christmas Day. Goliad State Park and Historic Site is illuminating the history of Native Americans and Spanish Franciscan priests' path in Goliad with a light exhibit every night through December 31st. And in Johnson City tomorrow, Pedernales Falls State Park hosting Christmas time constellations, which is story time while stargazing. For times and other events, head over to KSAT.com and click on the Outdoors link.
Story time while stargazing.
Yeah,
Sounds lovely.
And speaking of going outdoors, bundle up if you are going to do that and check out those cool things to do. Hard freeze in store tonight. Sunshine, though, throughout the day. Temperatures climbing above freezing tomorrow afternoon. Another hard freeze tomorrow night, but Christmas Day not looking too bad. Around 50 for that daytime high, and then those temperatures continue to warm as we head into next week, guys.
Yeah, I mean, look at the 70s next Thursday and Friday. We'll get through this. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Good night.
Good night.